Hi, this is Clover Autrey. I have a reading coming up in a few weeks that I wanted to tape myself for to see how my voice sounds. I'm trying to get some breathiness out of it and stuff like that. Anyway, so I'm just going to jump into it. Less explaining, more story. That's always the best way with me. This is from my young adult novel, Extracted. It is similar to the Hunger Games and the Maze Runner, Divergent, that type. So if you like that kind of stuff, you might want to stick around and listen. Okay, Extracted. I pull out of the dark into subdued light and white walls. The pain is gone, completely gone. The edges of the world are hazy. I feel funny. Where am I? A hospital, I think, from the plain walls and low buzz of machinery. Alone. I'm alone. No, not alone. I'm in one of those long rooms with several other beds, 20 or so. All but 2 are occupied with other patients. It's too dark to make them out well. There aren't any windows, just darkness and dim lighting coming from small muted bulbs above each bed. All the patients look young from the few faces I can see, or the smaller shapes beneath blankets. This must be a children's hospital. I'm in the last bed on the end near the door. I shift up enough to raise my head from the pillow to look around, and the relief that I can move, that blood isn't filling my mouth anymore, makes me dizzy. Jeremy, I call out. My voice rasps, tissue paper thin. My throat is dry, like I haven't used it in a long time, but it doesn't hurt, it just sounds funny. The figure in the bed next to mine props up on an elbow. It's a guy about my age, maybe a little older. I can tell by his build, though. I can't see him well. Tyler? My throat catches. Maybe he's all right. The guy swings his legs over the side of his mattress and pads to my bed on bare feet. What did you say? He whispers. Who's Tyler? My boyfriend. I think. Angry words between us flood my head. We'd been fighting in the truck when I flipped it. I can't remember straight. I think I broke up with him. I had intended to, though I'm not sure I actually made it that far before the truck jerked and the world went spinning. I shake my head, trying to remember. He would have been brought in with me. I look up at the guy. And my brother? Shh. He hisses so hard it startles me quiet. He runs a hand back through his hair. You remember? It comes out, a shaky plea. Please, I need to. Shh. Don't say anything else. He leans down to get right in my face, and I see him clearly. He's, well, beautiful about covers it. Almost. It startles me as much as his shushing had. His is a pale face of sharp angles, softened by large brown eyes and shiny dark blonde bangs scooping low across his forehead. His eyes are intense. His voice low. Listen to me closely. You are not supposed to remember anything. Like amnesia, okay? Pretend. You have to fake it or they will take your memories away. I blink. What is he talking about? What's going on? Why would I... The door at this end of the long room clicks, and the knob turns. The guy's hand curls around my wrist almost painfully. This isn't a joke. You're whoever they say you are. He lets go and straightens just as the door swings wide. The woman from the helicopter after the accident steps through. Her brown hair is pulled neatly back in place in a low, straight ponytail. Her black uniform is neat and clean. Her impassive face lifts to the boys. Mitchell, why are you out of bed? The guy's features have completely transformed into something without emotion. She woke up. She's loud. It was annoying. The woman's angled brow arches. You thought you'd put her back to sleep? Mitchell shrugs one shoulder. Go to bed, Mitchell. I'll take it from here. Yes, Helena. Mitchell gives a tight nod and turns on his heels to climb onto his own mattress, where he slides down to his side facing the other direction. The woman, Helena, comes to the end of my bed. Catherine, how are you feeling? My gaze wrenches from the boys back to her. Catherine? You're whoever they say you are. There's a pit in my stomach, pressing tightly to my insides, warning to play along. But that's stupid. My name isn't Catherine. They should know that. I'm fine, I think. Where am I? What's happened? I don't understand. I open my mouth to ask about my brother, ask where my parents are, but my gut twists. Something flashes in the woman's expression and then is gone just as quickly. Of course you don't. I know this is hard. You've been ill for a very long time, but don't worry, we'll take very good care of you. It's time for your shot anyway. Shot? She smiles kindly. Just a booster, nothing to worry about. Taking my arm, she knots a plastic tie around it and taps the inside of my elbow, looking for a good vein. I blink, staring at my arm. Something's off, but I don't know what. Everything's so blurry. I flinch as the needle slides into my flesh. The woman watches my face as she pushes the plunger in and then sets the needle aside on her little tray. We'll talk in the morning, but for now get some sleep, yes? No more disturbances. It isn't a question. That much I get. Sliding down under the covers, I nod and close my eyes. I feel her watch me for an uncomfortable length of time before her shoes whisper across the floor and the door squeaks open and closes behind her. Opening my eyes, I rub at my arm. The injection site throbs. The tray is gone. Mitchell, I whisper, wanting more answers. He owes me that for going along with whatever this is. Mitchell! I can tell by the rigid line of his spine that he isn't asleep, but he also doesn't turn back to talk to me. Whatever. Next time Helena comes in, I'll get this sorted out. In the morning, Mitchell's bed is empty, the mattress bare, stripped of sheets and blanket. Anyway, there you have it. That's it.